Good morning. Welcome to this video lecture on the subject corporate administration. The topic is public company. This is Chand Pasha, working as assistant professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Hoskote. Dear friends, the topic for this video lecture is public company. In my previous video session, we have discussed about the private company. Now, this classification of the company is based on the basis of number of members and size. So, therefore, on the basis of number of members and size, we are classifying the company into two. One is public company and private company. In my previous video session, we have discussed the private company, and for this video session, we are going to discuss public company. Now, what is public company? As per section 2, subsection 72 of Companies Act of 2013, defines a public company means a company which is not a private company and has a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed, which is 5 lakh. Now, any company to be called a public company, that company has to satisfy two conditions. First condition is it should not be a private company and it should have a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed, which is 5 lakh rupees. Remember, when we're discussing the private company, for the private company minimum share capital, earlier it was fixed, but since the amendment made in 2015, the minimum has been removed. But for the public company, the minimum paid up share capital is 5 lakh. So once again, let's have a summary of what is public company. Section 2, subsection 72 of Companies Act of 2013, public company means a company which is not a private company and which has a minimum paid up share capital of rupees 5 lakh. It is said to be a public company. Adding to more, we can look at here, provided that a company which is a subsidiary of a company not being a private company shall be deemed to be a public company for the purpose of this act, even where such subsidiary company continues to be a private company in its article. Now, what is the meaning of this sentence is, if a public company is going to hold some private company, that private company becomes a subsidiary of a holding company, even though that is a private company, but when it becomes a subsidiary of a holding company or it becomes a subsidiary of a public company, that private company will lose all the privileges. Even though it is a private company, but since it has become a subsidiary of a public company, that private company will lose all the privileges and it shall be deemed to be considered as a public company itself. Now, what are the features of a public company? The first feature of a public company is unlimited number of members. Minimum number of members for a public company is 7 and maximum is unlimited. You can have unlimited number of members. Remember, when we're discussing the private company, their minimum is 2, maximum is 200. But in case of public company, minimum is 7, maximum is unlimited. You can have unlimited number of persons as a members of a public company. The next features of a public company is transferability of shares. Mean to say, a public company are free to transfer the shares from one person to another person, which is not there in the private company. Private company is going to restrict on transfer of shares, but in case of public company, there is a provision of free transferability of shares. We can transfer the shares from one person to another person. The next feature of the public company is it can go for IPO, initial public offering. That is, if at all it want to raise the capital from the public, it can go for invitation of the public. Public can come and subscribe the shares. That provision is applicable for the public company only. Listing is possible. Now, what is listing? Listing means your shares have been listed in the recognized stock exchange for the purpose of trading. Since I told you, shares are freely transferable from one person to another person, that can be done in the form of listing in the recognized stock exchange where trading of shares are possible. The next feature is minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh. Any company which is having the minimum paid up share capital of rupees 5 lakh or more, that shall be considered as a public company. And the next feature is it has to follow all the 4 stages of promotion. Remember, when we're discussing the steps of formation of a company, we discussed there are 4 stages. The first 2 stages are applicable only for a private company, but all the 4 stages are applicable for the public company. The next feature is a public company may or may not have its articles of association. In case of private company, article of association is must, but a public company provision is given. It may have its own article of association or may not have. May not have means it can write its own article of association, or it can follow a ready-made article of association which is mentioned in the Companies Act in form of Table F. Table F is there, that is a ready-made article of association. So any public company who does not want to have its own article of association, they can follow the ready-made article of association in the form of Table F. Now let's move on to discuss the difference between a private company and a public company. What is the difference between both private company and public company? Now we have done classification based on points of difference, private company and public company. Let's see, the first difference is based on minimum number of members. We can look at the minimum number of members for a private company is 2, whereas for a public company it is 7. Maximum number of members in case of private company, maximum is restricted only for 200, but in case of a public company it is unlimited. Transfer of shares. Already we have discussed, a private company is being restricted to transfer the shares, but in case of a public company there is no such restriction on transfer of shares. Number of directors. In case of a public company, we should have at least a minimum of 2 directors. In case of public company, at least a minimum of 3 directors are required. Paid up capital. Minimum paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh over year, minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh. Issue of prospectus. A private company is not required to issue prospectus because it is not going for inviting the public. But in case of public company, it is must that a public company has to issue prospectus. Statutory meeting. It is not required to conduct or hold a statutory meeting, but in case of public company, it is must to conduct a statutory meeting. Articles of association. A private company should and must have its own article of association, but in case of a public company, it may have or may not have its own articles of association. Special privileges. Yes, a private company enjoys certain privileges when compared to public company. Therefore, private company enjoys some privileges, public company does not enjoy some special privileges. Commencement of business. A private company can start its business immediately after the incorporation. That is, immediately after the registration, a private company can start its business activity. But in case of public company, they have to wait till 4 stages completion. Remember, I told you in the previous class also, for a public company, only 2 stages of formation is required. But in case of a public company, all the 4 stages of formation are required. End words of the name. The private company name should end with the word private limited in its name. For example, my company name is Kumar Company and it is a private company. Then I will be pronouncing as Kumar Private Limited. Mean to say, at the end of the company name, we should contain private limited. It must have private limited. And in case of a public company, the word limited should be used at the end of its name. Again, if the company name is Kumar and it is a public limited, then it is called Kumar Limited. For public company, limited is the word. In case of private company, the word is private limited. Then MOA and AOA, 2 members is enough to sign the documents. In case of a public company, 7 members have to sign the documents. And what's the document name called? MOA and AOA. That is Memorandum of Association and Articles of Associations. Then share warrant. It is prohibited from the issue of share warrants per bearer, but in case of public company, it is allowed to issue the share warrant per bearer. Deferred shares. A private company can issue deferred share also, but in case of public company, it cannot issue deferred shares. It can only go for equity share as well as preference shares. Let's have a summary of what we have discussed in this video class. We have seen first what is public company. Remember, I said 2 conditions for a public company. One is public company is one which is not a private company, and it should have a minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh. Then we have discussed what are the features of a public company. Then we also discussed what is the difference between a private company and public company. That's all I have in this video class. Till my next class, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.